Hey guys, what's going on? Will here, flawless Crested Geckos, coming to you guys with yet again another video. Highly excited, highly motivated, and we're just feeling extremely blessed. So let's dig right on in. All American Reptile and Plant Expo. How did it go? This was our second time around, working with our friends Nick and Troy and their lovely wives, and it was amazing. Now, before we kind of dig in, hopefully we can use this video and hopefully, kind of come out to the show so you can kind of gauge it for yourselves. Actually, let me address one thing. I'm already all over the place, but for the Nashville show, for the All American, we will be doing that show ultimately, but the first time around we will not be at the Tennessee show. Audra's in a wedding, and even though I can vend it, me and the boys, and go out there and do our thing and represent for Flawless while she's at the wedding, we could blame it all on Audra because for some reason she wants me to go to the wedding with her. It's your friends, like, I don't even know everyone, like, what's the point? And apparently it's like a big thing for women to, especially married women, to go to a wedding or be in a wedding and not have their significant other. So I'll be tagging along to the wedding and keep the household in good graces. So again, guys, subscribe. We are gonna be still consistent with our content here. Here it is, this Tuesday after the show, and still got plenty of energy with all the work that we've been doing behind the scenes. So a few things with that. We will do the All-American Reptile and Plant Expo in Tennessee, but we're gonna miss this first one around. So you say, where will you see us at next? We're gonna be back at Bob's show. I believe the date has changed, so follow us here on YouTube, and we'll post some stories, or post some shorts, so you guys can know where we will be at next, because in this video it was very eye-opening, and we continue, like I said, we are very blessed. And this, even though we worked extremely hard, we don't take it lightly when people want to take pictures or want to come out to meet us. That's why we're pushing super hard to get into other regions, and put a lot of emphasis on, it's not about the revenue, it's not about the monetary value. For us, it's more about getting into the other regions, hopefully going international. We want to go out to Korea. We're going out to Belize again, but we want to get out into these different networks, customer base, potential customers, as well as meet the people that we've been working with for years that are on the other side, maybe in the United States or in these different regions, and make it easier for people as a collective to come out and have that flawless experience, which we'll go down that rabbit hole in just a second. So the Southeast Reptile Expo, it's going to be a jam-packed month, I'll say, for all of August. August is my birth month. August 23rd is my birthday. August 26th is our son Lucas' birthday. He was my birthday gift. But in August, we'll be in Belize. So we'll be out of the country in August. We'll be at Bob's show at the Southeast Reptile Expo in August. A week later after that, we will be at Daytona. We'll be in Daytona. NARBE, which we do every year. So we'll be set up down in Daytona. Hope to see you guys both at SERE as well as NARBE. So hopefully we can see you at both of those events. But again, back to the feedback on the All-American Reptile and Plant Expo. Sat down, or stood up, and talked with Nick and Troy. Phenomenal show. We had zero issues with the show on both the promotional side, people knowing, where to enter, where the show is located, even from the vendor side. Setup was phenomenal. We showed up. There were, we were late because of Audra. And we had some mishaps, and things just you got to kind of take it with a grain of salt and keep moving forward. Audra was doing some cleaning, and again, things happen, and you got to kind of laugh it off. But she ended up dropping a few pieces of our displays, and breaking them. So, I had to write her up, had to give her a nice little write up. That's the thing about being married and in business and running a business together. I was actually telling our co-partner that was next to us, he needed, hey, get these forms. I already got them printed out, just change the name and just write her up. But so I had to write her up for breaking some of the glass pieces on our display cases. It was chipped up quite a bit, which again, that was on Friday. Luckily enough for us, we were able to actually call ARS. It was during their operating hours. Everything went flawless. We were able to get Brian on the phone. Actually, we got Jason on the phone from ARS, and they overnighted us Saturday delivery. The actual glasses and pieces that we broke. Obviously, it was expensive, but we were able to overnight it. So we kind of took care of that hiccup. Things are going to happen. And we put that out there because you can't let these things kind of ruin the process on hopefully providing exciting and overall experience for your customer base as you continue to move your business along, because things are going to happen. And want to put it out there for you guys in these videos because things happen to us as well. We always tell you guys, we're flawless, flawless. But we tell you that because yes, that's our branding, but we understand we're not perfect in any stretch of the imagination. We just strive to be flawless. We want to continuously improve, and along with us improving, hopefully bring the entire community together, improve the entire community, improve our geckos and our collection. That's the only thing about this weekend that was kind of a bummer. Audra was able, she tends to kind of scoot off away from the booth and walk around to different areas. She saw some really cool things, but we didn't really pick up anything this weekend. So we didn't snag anything this weekend. So, that's kind of a bummer. But outside of that, talking to Nick and Troy, they were kind of doing damage control, doing whatever they needed to do as far as the promotional side. I believe they had a issue with, a shoplifter, which they handled in a very timely fashion. They were all over it. So kudos for those guys who didn't kind of just, take the vendors' money, take the customers that were coming, the attendees' money, and just sit back and kind of enjoy it. They were nonstop the entire show on all days. During setup, they answered any questions. We didn't typically have any questions. We just literally watched them kind of maneuver around. So every time they came over to our booth, we actually urged them to, hey, go handle whatever you need to handle, whatever is pressing, whatever issues you may have on the table, because we don't have any problems at all. The show in and of itself went extremely smooth, which goes into the customer base. Man. Wow. So we moved 35 geckos. It was a phenomenal show for us. We did very well. Besides that, we had 3 customers in particularly that drove very far in reference to the actual show. 4 hours one way is very far to come and attend a reptile show. And especially when you're coming to meet anyone for anything, and they came actually to come meet and greet with us, take pictures, and get an overall just enjoyment. One customer didn't even come to buy anything. Like we say in these videos, come out, talk us up. They came out just to meet this YouTube personality, which is us. This is genuinely us. We want to bring the crowds out. The customer base as a whole was very entry-level pet keepers, which we love, because guess what? Flawless started as entry-level pet keepers. We were in law enforcement, got 4 geckos. We have 4 kids. You guys have heard this story if you followed some of these, videos we put out. And that being said, it kind of snowballed into what we have now as far as our business structure. So things can change over time. The experience that people have with you as a keeper, breeder, enthusiast, whatever it may be, can influence people significantly to want to either deviate and stay away from the hobby, or come and join in and enjoy these beautiful crested geckos like we do. But yes, so we had 3 customers that drove a long way to come meet us. One of them just wanted to come and take pictures and talk with us and hang out with us and go get some food, which was awesome. Outside of that, we had Patreon members that came out, supported, which were amazing. You guys need to check out Patreon. Matter of fact, let's run that here. Are you guys needing some assistance with your crested gecko breeding programs? Well, check out our Patreon. We've been running it here now for pretty much close to 2 years. Everyone's been extremely excited. We keep adding new perks every time you guys turn around. We give away Xanthics, we give away high whites, we give away lily whites. We actually upgraded this year to we're giving away over 12 geckos every single year. That averages out to at least a gecko a month, and we've been doing over that. So you are not going to want to miss becoming a part of the Flawless Crested Geckos Patreon family. There's 2 tiers. There's a $50 tier and there's a $100 tier. You get all your funds back in the form of Flawless Crested Gecko savings account. You can take advantage of having 5% additional off by being a Patreon member, as well as having year-round free shipping. You guys are not going to want to miss this, so go head over to patreon.com/Flawless Crested Geckos. Now, for those members that came out from Patreon, not only yes, they spent money with us, which is awesome, but we actually had one Patreon member that came out and spent right around almost $1,000 with us and didn't come out of pocket at all. And there was no blacklist. Anything they saw, they was able to apply their funds to, and they didn't have to come out of pocket at the show at all with a dime. And again, you get the same service as if you were spending dollar for dollar in that moment. So that's definitely something you guys need to look into. You can spend your Patreon funds at any show. You can spend it during any release. It doesn't matter about the price of the animal, the rarity of the animal. Dollar for dollar, you're never blacklisted off of anything at all. So that's definitely something you need to kind of dig deeper into and consider joining over there. So phenomenally ran show. We had a great time. Man, the collaborations that's coming up, hopefully really soon. We got to get out actually to our Patreon members, Rice Reptiles. We're going to be doing a facility visit really soon, and walk through and hopefully, put our brains together and come up with game plans on projects that they're working, show off some cool geckos, and see what we're going to do down there. That's going to be really fun, because we consider them guys down there family. Their Rice Reptiles run such a family business, such a tight ship. We kind of love the atmosphere that they bring to every show, the professionalism and everything that they stand for. So look out for that next. But this is mostly to tell you guys about the American Reptile and Plant Expo. You guys haven't been a part of it. You need to become a part of it, whether it's just to attend or whether it's to vend. I'm not sure whether they have a wait list or not. I would assume that they do. So you're going to want to contact Nick with Sloan Reptiles, not to be confused with Darren at Sloan Morse. So Nick with Sloan Reptiles, or Troy with Best Dressed Balls. And Troy is actually helping a lot with the development on the multimedia side as well here at Flawless. So he's definitely consulting us on a few things that we're going to continue to try to improve. If there's room for improvement on something that, we need to critique, or that something has been critiqued about us, we're going to continue to kind of go down that path to make sure that we can deal with any possible issue in a timely fashion, to make sure that we're, again, striving to be flawless. But overall, phenomenal show. Didn't have any pickups. You're going to see us next at the Southeast Reptile Expo in August. Birthdays in August. We'll be out of the country in August, and then right back to back to the Southeast Reptile Expo. We'll be at the NARBE show down in Daytona. So that's where you can see us next. in the plannings is to get out to another super show. We have vended one super show out in Vegas. We're getting out to another, hopefully soon, reptile super show, and hopefully KG from Bomb Projects will get out to his show out in LA. So we want to get into these other regions as well. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Again, we do not take your viewership for granted. We thank you guys so much. Without you guys viewing us, without you guys supporting us, there will be no Flawless at all. But it's Will, Flawless Crested Geckos, and hopefully you have a flawless week.